Hi, Miss Roach. I have been good. How have you been? So I am gonna get this started right away. Perfect. I just want to kind of reach out to everybody. I've been getting a few messages since last night, this morning, a lot this morning, Steez, and I actually have a pen and I actually, Miss Carla, you tell me. You tell me. I actually have a pen and a pad of paper because I wanted to. Hi, Miss Priscilla. I wanted to go ahead and start working out some facts versus feelings. Not facts versus fiction, facts versus feelings. Because hi, Miss Catrice, when you're in your feelings, when something is going on, you may still try to revert to facts, but your feelings come through. So I definitely wanted to reach out to anybody who wanted to come in and those who did not know how to necessarily contact me because it's been a minute, or those who I did not respond to immediately. This is your time. We can do facts versus feelings. This can be a long one or it could be a short one. It's going to be entirely dependent upon those who wanted to speak. So I'm not going to try to call anybody out, but I will be honest. Okay. So Miss Carla says she chose Michelle. Okay. Is there a reason why? And not that I'm not team whomever. I just want to know what is your facts on it or what are your feelings on it? Because I'm going to be honest. I have backed away from Michelle, Josh, a lot of people. Thomasina says she chose Kaya. I have backed away from a few people. Hi, Miss Thomasina. Welcome to the chat. I have backed away from a few people, so I was not well versed on what was going on. I'm just going to be 100 with you. I had to literally listen today, this morning, to all of the videos so that I could give somewhat of a perspective and not just go by what people were saying. So with that being said, Miss Priscilla, I'm not calling you out, but since you said you had a lot to say, I really want to hear it. I'm not choosing any sides. I am going on right from wrong. Okay, Ms. Roach, I definitely, I'm going to say I am team truth. Not that that's my team, that's a hashtag, no. If I choose a team, it will be team truth. That's it. That's the bulk and the end of it. It is who's going to be truthful first or throughout. So that's the same thing as saying team right, team wrong. I'm team truth. So whoever is telling the truth is team truth. That being said, I don't know. Hopefully, Miss Priscilla, you are like just typing hopefully it's not a long novel. Oh, I'm buffering. Am I buffering now? Hi, music lover. Hold on just a second. I think I know why it might be buffering. So let me fix it. Just 1 second, guys. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do this. Okay. So it should stop buffering in a second. But Miss Priscilla, please, if you're still in the room, I give you the floor. Hi, Sweet Lips. Let me know if it's still buffering, guys. I'm not going to say one forward, all of that stuff. So it's still buffering. So I'm gonna say something to you, Miss Carla. And again, I don't believe in playing devil's advocate. That's just, there's no such thing. Either you try to be shifty or you're not. It's in and out, so yes, you are buffering. Okay, it should stop momentarily. It really should. If it continues, the only, because it's not buffering on my end, so if it continues, the only thing I can say is probably come back, go out and come back in, if you're willing to do that. Otherwise, the issue should correct itself. Priscilla, go out and come back in, because some people are saying that so. That being said, Miss Carla, have you ever been in a situation where somebody, okay, but have you, Miss Carla, have you ever been in a situation where you dealt with somebody, let's take your professional stance. You're dealing with somebody who is just honoring and they're just blah, 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 blah. But when they get around the right audience and they get around the right people, they are able to convey a message in a poignant way where nobody sees them as a culprit. Everybody sees, like, you sitting up there, they pushed you back, they pushed you and pushed you and pushed you. But because we like the way it was presented, we are more prone to receive it. And then there are times that we telling you the bold-faced truth, but they're being so harsh and so abrasive with it that you're less likely to receive it. Have you ever seen that circumstance? It's part of the art of war, to be honest. So I see people coming back into the room, so that must mean that the buffering has stopped, which is good. But again, guys, I really do wish that Priscilla was back in the room, because Priscilla was one of that. Okay, and it's still buffering. I have no idea why, because it has knocked on my end once. It could be YouTube at this point. Here am buffering all. Eddie, is it buffering? Carla, is it buffering? For the people who are still in here, is it buffering? Okay, Miss Priscilla, just know that I'm seeing your messages as you type them. So if you feel like giving your message out, please do. While we are waiting for Miss Priscilla to post hers, I have not come to a conclusion yet, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Listening to all four or five lives last night, there was a lot of same messaging coming across, and then there were some things that sounded like inside shade, and I'm trying to dissect the inside shade. And the reason why I say that is there are some things that on both sides that were claimed to have been or have not been done, that there's actual video evidence of the exact opposite on both sides, mind you, being said. And I will agree that the person who states his name was Jerome, and to Jerome Trammell, it wasn't me, but I want to apologize, because I know how it feels to be attacked for something that you supposedly said or did and you didn't do. That being said, a gentleman by the name of Jerome called in, and even at the end of it, once he got Kaya to pop off, he was like, I just called in to tell some mess. I actually miss you and Maddie being together. That was the greatest gag of all. That person, Jerome, knew exactly what he did, exactly what he was doing, and he got it started. And unfortunately, everything that I think that everything was said and everything that happened, I think it was already underlying. I think people were already in their feelings, but that's the reason why, after reviewing Kaya's after show, Michelle Live, I do have a few questions for both people involved. Okay. So, Miss Priscilla, what would your questions be? And Sweet Lips, thank you for saying that. Did y'all notice Josh live at the same time as Gag Order only because Kaya stopped them from coming? I'm going to be honest, I did not. Thomasina, you came into the room late. I'm going to be honest, I have stepped back from Josh. I don't believe that Josh is being necessarily genuine. I think his persona has taken a life of its own. And I think the individuals who continue to watch him, I think that when this is all said and done, because this is not over by a long shot, but when it is all said and done, I think a lot of people are going to feel a lot of ways because they invest emotionally into these people. They invest financially, really showcase who they are as individuals. They don't make up a persona like the different things that I do on my channel. Sorry about that, guys. It shouldn't be buffering now because it finally went down. So, is that better or no? Because if not, then I will have to, oh, here we go. I will have to try again at another time. Well, not another time, but in like 20 minutes. So please let me know if the buffering has stopped. Okay, great. So everybody's saying I'm good. Sorry, I was looking at my other phone because it's raining here in Chi-Town. I don't know, Miss Priscilla. Everybody's saying it's good. Okay, so you're saying it's good. Miss Angela is saying it's good. That being said, for everybody who's come back, thank you for coming back. I really do feel like this is about to be messy upon, I will start with Kaya. Okay. Miss Priscilla has some questions, y'all, and I hope y'all give her the opportunity to either be able to explain why she's asking these questions or be able to give her the platform to say, all right, this is what it is. Everything is not a roast and gag. The big face comment and the fat shaming. Do you, Lexi, think that Michelle didn't assist Kaya in any way? I think that everybody has a team. I think that, and when I say team, I think that people have people who could help people. The one thing, and this stuck out to me, it really stuck out to me. That's a hard question to answer because when you help someone, I was always told that when you help somebody and you truly helping them, you don't really speak on it. When you truly help somebody, you do it for the sole purpose of you care about that person or you care about that person's best interest. You never ever bring it back up. That's how so do I believe that Michelle taught Kaya about monetization on YouTube? Yes. But, and this is a but, this is a feeling. This is not a fact, guys. This is a feeling. I do not have any evidence of this. I also feel like it was a side motive to it. Not saying that she was trying to get any of Kaya's coin, because I don't believe that. The question about the super chats that were going to her while Kaya was going live, that's between her, Kaya, and Jesus. Straight up and down. But could I be that person to say, well, how do I know you wasn't doing that to, hi, Miss Catrice, welcome back. You wasn't doing that to further divide the gap between Maddie and Kaya? Because if Kaya didn't know about monetization on YouTube, and it's evident that she didn't, because in all of Kaya's previous roasts, when she first started doing Gag Order again, that was one of the huge points where she was like, when she was talking about Madison and saying, yo, you made all this money off of me, you did all of this stuff on YouTube, and I didn't know it. So, could that have been one of the further wedges? We'll never know, because that timeline is so murky. You see what I'm saying? So that could have been a follow-up conversation that we saw in that live. I'm not trying to dispel anything that Michelle may or may not have done for Kaya, for the simple fact we don't know, and we shouldn't know what she did. That that was between two associates, and that's all that it is. And you're right, she didn't at first and was surprised. And think about it, if you've done 6 months of work, 6 months at work, guys, and your partner, your business partner, was making all this coin off of you on the side, and you don't know about it, aren't you gonna be in your feelings? Like, honestly, rough estimation, because each of those episodes garnered on average about 175 to 200,000 views. Think about that in monetization value. Think about all the clicks, all the AdSense. That's tens of thousands of dollars. Not to mention what they were getting from the club promotions. Not to mention from the sponsorships, because every time somebody used their coupon code or whatever, they got a kickback. So remember when they did Crayon Case? Crayon Case blew up. Crayon Case was huge before, but Crayon Case really blew up. Crayon Case is all over the place now. Says, I noticed Kaya started commenting about Zill's, Josh, and Michelle. Hold on. Being her and saying she doesn't want mods, and asking why are they there. That made me wonder, like, she was asking why I would be hurt. There you go. You would be hurt. And Miss Priscilla, I think I got what you were saying on that. The worst thing you can ever do is use somebody. And the hardest thing to ever do is when you have the best of intentions and you are dealing with somebody who has been used so much and has been hurt so much. And that's the key part of this, guys, is people have been hurt, like truly hurt. And I get it. I would never want to feel the way that these individuals do. Now, some people can play like they didn't care. Some people can say that they didn't care about people. They did. When you take a chance and you open up to somebody and they turn out to be everything that the people in the background, the haters, the naysayers, said that you were, that cut you to your core. It doesn't matter if you know them a day, a week, a month, or a year, because you took a chance and you proved everybody right. That's what's the coldest part of this all. So that's why I call this facts versus feelings, because right now there are a lot of feelings involved. And there are a lot of people who are going to start doing and saying things in order for people to side with them so they feel a little bit better. And honestly, what do you do when you have your hurt? You either pop off on that person physically, you yell at them, or you roast them to hide that hurt. I'm not talking about some deep down, I need to go lock myself in a closet pain. I'm talking about, yo, you took a chance, you opened up and you let somebody into your world, even briefly. And that person chose to be an asshole, and now you stuck looking stupid. If anything, they are mad at themselves. They're not really mad at each other because they know what part that they played in this. Let me see. The bottom line is they all messy. After all the money's rolled in and I didn't know, Lord have mercy. Exactly. Carla, everybody saw the documentation Michelle exposed the YouTube world. That helped, for lack of better words, exonerate Kaya from being the bad guy. It made it easier to pick a side, or please don't come in here being messy. And that's what it is. Like, think about it. If you've been riding hard for somebody and you've been going through all of these things, and then all of a sudden just boom, do y'all see my thing? Do you see my issue there? Honestly, I'm just being real 100 with you guys. Real 100. Like, and then people are like, oh, you know me. You know who I am. You don't know that person. Like, come the fuck on. I know you, but I also know what you can be. Hi, Miss Amazing Grace. Welcome to the chat. Like, honestly, guys, the reason why I want to come on and just have this conversation with the few people, the lot of people, the lurkers in the background, the ones who are watching to make sure I don't say anything about their faves, the ones that are going to roll out to Lipstick Alley and say whatever that I'm trying to insert myself. I would never try to insert myself in something that is, one, not going to benefit me financially, two, is going to try to discredit who I am as a human being, and three, would make me act out of my character. So for those three reasons, I'm not inserting myself. I have a new person who is Tokyo T101. If you've been watching everyone, Tokyo, you should have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. And again, I'm trying to, y'all are involved regardless. There's a difference between being involved and being inserted. I think we're just done with each other. I think they were just done. I think that there are a lot of things in the background that are going on that people don't want to speak on because of embarrassment, because of this persona that they have painted, this picture, this narrative. And instead of owning up to, I thought this is what you liked about me. I thought this is what you liked most about me. And this is why I did and said and played the things that I did. That's what I think it's about. I could be wrong. Sorry, guys. But that's what I think. It could be wrong. It could be right. Miss Grace says she has receipts to prove her stuff. I am going to be honest with you, Miss Grace. There has been a narrative that has been painted about you, and I am oh so sad about it. And let me explain. I am sad about it because that very well may not be who you are as a person, but you don't know how to, and please, Tokyo, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this group, but I'm going to be honest. Please, please, please keep it classy. Keep it cute. Um, to me, they were not handling themselves as adults. When you get into an argument or a fight, do you typically act adultish? Okay. My thing is this: there are a lot of things that have happened in the background, and you're right. I did not like how Michelle lied on me, and I have receipts of everything. Okay, so guys, Miss Grace has chosen this platform. Thank you. To state that, hey, she has evidence to prove who she is. When Kaya stated that she asked Michelle not to come to the Ivory anymore, I believe Michelle got in her feelings and stepped back and stopped calling her. So Kaya started asking why after 2 months they start coming to the live. Wow. Could you imagine that though? Could you imagine if you sincerely felt that you did something? Tokyo, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't jump channel to channel, so I cannot confirm nor deny that. I know that is one of the accusations against Miss Grace. Tokyo, I'm going to ask you this. If people were saying this narrative about you, and it may not necessarily be correct, or there may be more to the story, would you or would you not try to get your voice out there any way you could? I'm not saying that the steps that have been taken or not taken are correct, because again, I don't jump from channel to channel. I try to watch things that make me laugh and uplift me or enlighten me, to be honest. Not in a way to discuss things. You're right. To be honest with, you're right. I think that there should have been a discussion, but from what Kaya and Michelle both agreed to, they both have stated that there was a discussion. I'm just being honest. They both, and I hope I wasn't the only person who heard that out of all the lies, all the innuendos, all of that. I think there was a discussion. She called in to Sean Brownlee. We all know, oh. That's what it is, and that's what it's going to be for me, guys. To me, there were a lot of feelings involved, because it was like, I can understand it if the story goes, because they both ladies have said, hey, Kaya's team was not comfortable with Michelle being around, and they did not want her to be in that setting. And that's fine, that's great, but think about being the person that receives that news. We can all talk a good game, but at the same circumstance, think about how that felt. Like, yo, you've been doing stuff, air quotes, because I don't know for sure, but you've been doing stuff on the side, you've been doing all of these things and having all of these conversations, and then you get this phone call. It's like, I'm gonna be real, it's like being that jilted girlfriend. Like, y'all having a good vibe, you feel like, yo, this could be it, this could be what was right for me, and then you get a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they on some other shit. They're talking to you, and they like, oh, well, we feel this. Who is we? Who is we? We wasn't there when we were having that conversation. We wasn't there when you were talking to me about this, but now it's a we. Was we there the whole time in the background and I didn't know? Like, you guys have got to see it from that perspective. Now that, I get. I have been in my feelings in those situations. I will always be in my feelings in that type of situation. Actually, Sweet Lips, the first time that they called the Ivory Ghetto, this is a fact. Now this, guys, is a fact. The first time they called it ghetto was after that whole situation with Shekinah. So it was the very first visit. And remember when Josh was driving Michelle back to the house, because Michelle was tipsy, and they went live in Michelle's car. And I'm sorry, guys, I have a memory like you wouldn't believe, so I just remember random shit. That being said, remember, because Josh couldn't get out the parking lot and he was yelling at the valet attendant. And the first time that they called that place ghetto was then. And they were talking about because of the fights and the arguments and Shekinah rolling up with, like, deep with Shauna Brooks and all of that good stuff. So they had said it was ghetto from the very beginning. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's when they did it. And only go. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to read, guys. I'm trying to read. Another background and behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so I answered you, Sweet Lips, Amazing Grace. People just think they know and only go by what they hear. Okay. Kaya still don't make any money off her channel. Michelle helped her set up. Michelle made more money than Kaya did. I'm not in their finances. I don't know. Kaya told Michelle not to come, and she didn't. I wouldn't help after that either, especially if Kay has a team. Michelle should have stayed in her place and stopped acting like the boss of the production. And that's a very valid thing, Sweet Lips. We don't know. We don't know if in her effort to help she came off a little pushy. I'm not saying that's what happened because, again, I wasn't there. I don't have the receipts. I don't have the evidence. Nobody was videotaping behind the scenes. But food for thought. Say I'm sitting on the phone. I'm like this, and I'm like, hey, yeah, girl, you know I'm down here at this ghetto ass Ivory. And somebody overhear it. That's kind of a slap to the person's face who they're renting that venue. It may not have been Michelle. It could have been Josh. It could have been somebody rolling, because they have friends who roll down there. Remember friends who wore all white on one of the first lives that went down? Anybody could have said that, but it's called guilt by association. That's what it is. So if you rolling with somebody who got that mentality, who's to say that you're not going to feel that way? You know what I'm saying? And again, guys, that all of these are questions that I have. And I am so sorry, guys. I am looking at my work email. Okay. I will follow up with that. So let's see. Somebody got killed at that restaurant in the ATL. Right. If they would, let's see. Here we go. Tokyo. Michelle was in her chat posting Kaya's PayPal. She was helping Kaya get money. There you go. If they could have let her help, maybe she wouldn't be having technical issues now. She still has issues with that. Somebody got killed. Michelle wanted to be a part of Kaya production. How did Kaya use Michelle if she told Michelle to stay away from the Ivory? Tokyo, you're right. I did research that place because I had planned on going there. Then I was like, they've got murder statistics. I'm from Vegas. If a nightclub has a murder, an assault, a drug bust, they get shut down. Real talk. Ask your faves. Ask Pure. Pure used to be owned by Shaq, and they had a big old meth drug bust in there in Clark County. Shut it down. They play no games out here in Vegas. So I was like, oh, it's still in operation. Okay. Let's see. That's not necessarily true about like technical difficulties is just that, technical difficulties. You're always going to have technical difficulties. And that's what it is. Like I was buffering. Can Michelle help me with the internet? No. Can she stop my Wi-Fi from buffering whenever it wanted to buffer? No. At the same time, if you're Team Madison has employed people with credentials and she still has issues. So is that, I mean, it is what it is. The reason why you never see these syndicated shows have buffering issues or shot issues is because they retake over and over and over again. That is why most of your favorite syndicated shows, love and hip hop, ask them if they're not on set for 18 to 20 hours a day just to get the right shot, just to get the right angle. Like, real world is, you're going to have those issues. Let's see. I'm specifically Tinkaya. She can't do no wrong because I'm a true fan. It's her delivery that's not good. I'm Team Kaya, but she was wrong. I do feel Michelle that did help Kaya in some aspects, but I only know what Michelle did a couple of lives the way together. Kaya said herself that Michelle was the only reason we saw her live because she didn't care. We're not paying $100 a seat to see you though. I just got home. I miss Teresa. So, okay. Miss Carla, I get it. If you don't want to pay $100, I was willing to pay the $100 for the experience, because yes, you can watch it on live, but it's like watching a show. If you have the chance to be there, you'll be there. Well, for me, I want to be there. Sorry, guys. So that's where I'm at on that. But I definitely get what you're saying. Hi, Miss Teresa. With regards to Tokyo, but if someone says I don't care about going live, but they go live for their fans and they haven't turned on the monetization, then it is what it is. Tokyo, I get what you're saying to watch a PowerPoint, but it's the delivery of said PowerPoint. It is the environment. It's the chance to meet that person after the fact and maybe vibe with them, get to understand them, stuff like that. We all do different things with our money. That's the best way to put it. Think about this, guys. If somebody said, with certain individuals who know who they are, stated a lot of crap trying to pretend that they are innocent. I can't. With that, it said, I'll talk. I can. Okay. No problem, Miss Catrice. I definitely understand. Nobody cares about. Oh, guys. Please, 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 guys. Whatever grievance y'all got with each other, whether it's based off of something that happened directly or indirectly, I ask that you keep it neutral here. I don't do rules. I would like to ask Michelle why was Slick shading Kaya for the past few weeks. If I'm not mistaken, the pages they took down were monetized. I don't, every time I clicked on one of her gags or one of her roasts, I never had an ad click up. Did you? There may have been a super chat, but I don't believe there was an AdSense to it. I could be wrong. Please, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall there being an AdSense, meaning like right in the middle of it, it would stop and buffer and a Maybelline ad would come on. Oh, okay. I get it, Miss Catrice. So, and that's just, I'm being honest. It could be that, it could not. Michelle, if your feelings are hurt, your feelings are hurt. And some people deal with it in different ways. Sometimes people will shade. Some people will come out in public. And I'm sorry, guys, 1 second. My dog decided to fall asleep and start snoring. But some people want to shade. Some people want to be funky. Some people want to do all this stuff. Some people want to do a whole lot of things. But some people just want to have that conversation. Only kind of pages that are monetized was taken down. That's what I meant. Super chat, no ads. Oh, okay. So yeah, with the super chat. But I think, and please forgive me if I'm not giving y'all all the facts that y'all want, but I think it was super chatted because they are doing because there were so many fans like, how do I donate? How do I give Kaya money. And because Kaya did not have anybody who was in her lives every couple of minutes saying, PayPal me this, Super Chat would have been the easiest way. That way, somehow that money got to Kaya. I could be wrong, but that would be the only reason why I see it. Because if you're about true monetization, and y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all can click on a lot of different housewives reviews, love and hip hop reviews, um, pop culture reviews, and you got an ad coming on every 2 minutes. There are some people now who are even asking you, please don't click off of the ad. Please watch my ads all the way through. Please click on that survey at the very beginning so you think you can get to my video faster. Like, those are AdSense. That's where a lot of people are getting a lot of their money from. It's the messy people in the chat who keep everything going. I think Michelle has been shading Josh. She hasn't mentioned Kaya. That's what I meant, Super Chat. Okay, so to be honest, guys, and thank you so much, Miss Priscilla. And Miss Grace, if you decide to, okay. I understand, Miss Grace. Let's see, it's messy. Now, Tokyo, I agree with you. There were a lot of messy people in all of those chats. And all three are hurt for reasons they only know, so they will be shamed. And that's the truth. Because let's put it like this. Tell the truth, shame the devil. If you got some shame in your heart, in your spirit about something that you did, and you don't want it to get out, you're going to throw undercover shade. You're not going to really take shots. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't want my dirt to be made public because I don't want to face that dirt, and I'm not saying people won't face their dirt, but if they don't, the one thing I respect like hell out of Funky Dineva is Funky Dineva told his dirt before people could get him good. He was like, yeah, I did coke. I wasn't snorting it off of the counter. If I had snorted coke that day, I wouldn't have snorted it in the bathroom. You see what I'm saying? Like, once somebody says, yeah, I was snorting coke, you cannot come back and be like, you were snorting coke. We know. They said it. That's why I liked it, because that's what died down for Dineva. That's what took that Dineva episode from here to here, because Dineva said, oh no, honey, I'm going to use my own tea. I'm going to use my own truths against me, and then turn it back on you and be like, now look at you. What else do you have to say about me? That would have been the easiest way to clear up all of this. But I think everybody involved now, everybody involved got some skeletons that they don't want out there, because it could mess up their persona. It could mess up their vision. It could mess up what they're about. And it's up to you. Like, if it ever comes down, like, I don't have no dirt. I got people who feel some kind of way. And I keep mentioning Lipstick Press promotion. If you go to Lipstick Alley, I am known as dyslexic or dyslexia. And the truth of the matter is, guys, that was what the kids in second grade who had nothing better to do called me, because my name rhymes with it. Other than that, furthest from the truth. Let's see, listen, you guys have been saying this for months. I get it. Please stop. It's like a bunch of grown, lonely women acting like school children. Okay, so Tokyo, Miss Priscilla, who's been saying something for months? Can you please elaborate? Hi, Gia. I'm just seeing that you're live. Will you leave this up? Yes. The only reason why I did not, okay, I'm going to spray myself with my own truth. The only reason why I did not leave the previous 2 lives up was because, 1, I thought about it, that wasn't my tea to spill. And 2, where I got the information from, it caused, well, I got the information from doing a phone call, but I initially got it, and I only did the phone call to see if, Okay, somebody is texting me. This is so weird. I'm getting so much going on right now. But the only reason why I even said something was I needed to make sure that I didn't do the wrong thing or trust the wrong person. So that's why I even followed up on that lead. But after what happened after I did that video was something that I did not want to happen. Hi from Houston. So that being said, that's why I took it down. Nobody threatened me. Nobody hurt me. Nothing like that. I honestly took it down because it caused friction between me and somebody that I did not want it to cause friction between. That being said, there's a lot of people, well, there's quite a few people in here. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to answer everybody's stuff. I'm trying to sidestep everything that is not conducive to this conversation because I really want to have a conversation with everybody and I want everyone to, so the subject is facts versus feelings, and it's about this whole debacle involving Miss Kaya, Miss Michelle Brown, and Josh, and sometimes Madison, and anybody else who feels that they have a stake to claim. But this is a perspective about being team truth, meaning finding out the facts, finding out what really happened, and going from there and deciding whose platform you will support, or will you continue to support everyone? Because at the end of the day, are we unsubscribing from these individuals because we personally do not like what happened, or because the narrative that has been spun has caused us to not like what has happened? So you guys definitely tell me what you think and how you feel. Hi, Enrique. I understand why you are Team Kaya. You have told us previously. I remember. I'm sorry that happened to you. Real talk. Other than that, Miss Priscilla, thank you so much for being in the live today. I know I was supposed to tell you, or you asked me to tell you what time I went on. This was spontaneous because I actually got home early today, and my work phone is like going off the hook, even though nobody had nothing to say to me for the first 5 hours today. But now people have questions. It's hilarious. I really tried to support everyone, but sometimes it gets difficult. It should never get difficult. If you ever feel uncomfortable with supporting someone and you find yourself questioning that person, are you questioning that person based on facts or based on feelings? That's the best way I can put that to you. It's okay, Miss Priscilla. I will probably open this up again in a couple of hours. I will be supporting all of them. I am being entertained, but messy. No problem. How are you going to come to your truth? Simple. The truth is going to come out. And is it buffering again? Has made comments about Kaya's assistant. I'm not even going to go there with Josh. I'm sorry. But honestly, guys, this is how my truth, or I'm going to get to my version of the truth. My version of the truth is I wasn't there. I'm not God. And so I don't know. Perfect. But it's my opinion. And that's the thing. I am always going to base it on the facts. The facts is we have February and it's August. So we have 6 months of videos in a library to look at. If you want to know the truth, you've got 6 months. That's the craziest thing. A lot of this happened on video. It's in black and white, color. You can pause, replay it, amplify it. You could do all of that stuff. So that's how I'm going to base it. And that's how I've already based a lot of my conclusions on. Like, I cannot alter a YouTube video that already happened. I can't alter a YouTube video where the same people or some of the same individuals who are in this chat room commenting are the ones that are viewing were commenting and viewing back then. I can't alter that. But I can't speak on things that were said behind closed doors. And I think a lot of this has everything to do with what was said when the cameras weren't rolling. And that's why it's imperative that all the viewers, because a lot of viewers, and I know now, I will speak on this, Tokyo. I have seen some people recently, like within the past 24 hours, jump from one live and say this to that person, jump from another live and go say this to that person, claim that they were going to bed or going to sleep, but then jumped into the live where an outside person was talking big yak. It donated $50 to that person's super chat. That's not feelings. That's not fiction. It happened. That's the truth. So everybody, Josh is live. I know all of you guys watch Josh, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to be respectful. And thank you, Ms. Angela. So I'm not lying about that. I have no reason to lie. And that's true. Like, that's true division. How you gonna give somebody money and they talking about the two people you was just supporting not 10 minutes ago, and one of them you was a mod for? Enrique, please. It's okay. Thank you. Josh is on live, y'all. Great. What? Okay, so that's just messy. That is just truly messy. I'll leave it with that. But I actually want to go ahead and close this up because, again, I am getting emails and stuff from work I want to go ahead and respond to. But I will follow up in another live. But light and love, guys. Thank you for your time and talk to you soon. Bye.